If you are in business or you work for a sales company, you should be wary of this. Any company that provides leads or provides sources from which you can purchase leads at a markup, you should be wary if they're pushing you and advising you that the leads aren't the issue and that you should just make more phone calls because you must not have control on the phone. The reality is that they're pushing you because they know that there's a lead issue, but they don't want to admit that they have an issue because that would be admitting that they need to work on something. Typically, there's three things that underlie this issue. Number one, the lead quality is poor, so they know that you're going to have to make 50 to 60 calls to make an appointment and probably double that many in order to make a sale. Number two, the leads aren't of bad quality per se, but the leads aren't rested often enough. In other words, every lead has a sales cycle, and every lead should be rested at least 6 to 12 months before reapproach. You shouldn't be revisiting these individuals within 3 months, as those leads aren't rested long enough to constitute a need to revisit them and likely aren't going to result in a sale unless you're being very pushy or using poor sales tactics. The reality is that if these individuals didn't have the money or weren't ready to make the decision at that moment, they're probably not going to be ready in a month. Unfortunately, a lot of insurance companies and real estate companies have a habit of decreasing the lead dormancy time when they increase the size of their sales force. This is often because the managers and the executives don't have to work these leads. Unfortunately, they're hurting the sales force because if the lead doesn't rest long enough, they're not going to be ready to make changes. And then number three, the product lineup that they offer isn't aligned with the leads that they've provided. What I mean by this is every lead has an ideal avatar. If the avatar and the lead type are mismatched, then the number of sales is going to go down significantly. Those are the primary reasons why a company or a sales team would have their managers tell their people to make more calls and make excuses for the leads, when in all reality, it's a lead problem. The bottom line is you have to start somewhere, especially if you don't have a lot of experience. So sometimes that means you have to work for some of these organizations to get the experience, even if the organizations are that grind and churn type of business with high turnover. However, typically with time, people evolve as they get better and they want to improve the quality of life and they want a work-life balance. In order to attain that work-life balance, you need to find a company which either is going to give you better leads or provide access to better leads, and one where the products are more aligned with the leads that they have or the leads that they're sourcing. So there's a product that fits everybody's needs. The last thing that you need to do is make sure that the company that is providing the leads is either providing you new, untouched leads or leads that have been rested long enough that they're in a positive sales cycle again. If you guys have any questions or you want to be linked with a company that's invested in your success, shoot me a DM.